and gracious Assemblywoman Dede Scozzafava.
And I had the pleasure of being at the Lewis County Fair with Andrew and his family, and he had a great reception there. People were so pleased to see him there, and I hope you had a great time. And I was even more shocked when I saw the RV pulling out of the fairgrounds that he was actually driving the RV.
You ran away when you saw our RV.
Well, I ran away because I have RV memory flashbacks. But it's great to be here today, and our state really has a lot of challenges that we face. But with challenge comes opportunity. And the way you move from challenge to success is by electing leaders. And the most important election that we have this year is to elect Andrew Cuomo to be the next governor of the state of New York. Before you today, not as a Republican, not as a Democrat, not as an independent, not as a working family member, but as a citizen of the state of New York. And he has a message that can resonate across party line because it's about the future of this state, it's about the people that live here, it's about making our quality of life better, and having this state turn the corner and come back to the prosperity that we know that is there. When we talk about economies of scale and redundancy in government services, it's time that someone stopped talking about it and actually did something about it. Looked at the way that agencies are operating and see where there's overlaps and see where we can save money and do it in a way that there's an open process and people are seated at the table and have the opportunity to converse well in advance of decisions being made. That's the type of administration that I think you'll see with Andrew Cuomo. Ethics reform. It's embarrassing what's gone on in Albany over the last few years. It's been embarrassing. I'm proud of the people that I represent. I'm very proud of the 12 years that I've spent in the State Assembly. There has been good work that's been accomplished there. But that doesn't make up for the bad actors that are giving each and every one of us a bad name for what they're getting away with. This man has stood up to his own party in Albany to try to force out the corruption. He's done that as Attorney General, and he'll be there to show the leadership that we need to accomplish that in the state legislature. Thank you for the steps you've taken as Attorney General, and I look forward to what you're going to do as the governor of this state. Lastly, and probably most importantly, is the budget crisis that we currently face. You know, it's difficult to get people on the same page, but sometimes what you have to do is you have to listen to different points of view. You have to make sure that everybody's coming to the table. You have to understand that everybody's actually operating under a set of parameters that we can all agree on. There might be differences in policy. There might be differences in philosophy. But at the end of the day, the government, the state government, has an obligation to have a budget done on time and have it balanced so everybody in the state has some sort of expectation of what to consider. How to make your decisions if you're downstream in local governments. It's a very, very important, and there's going to be pain in the next few years, but the pain is less if we all work together towards the goal of making this state a good place to work, play, and raise our families. And in conclusion, you know, I stand before you today somewhat independently minded, as many of you in this room know, but I think it's time. I think it's time that we all stand together and as voters send a mandate that this man goes into office with the citizens behind him so he can get done the things that he wants to get done. I'm very proud to be here today, and I'm very proud to fully endorse Andrew Cuomo, the next governor of the state.
Our next and final speaker is a woman that really takes the pride